Tattoo artists, what pieces are you tired of doing? Nautical sleeves. I'm from an island, and damn is it brutal trying to make it unique when every fifth person has one. Anchors, compasses, maps, etc. Feathers and pocket watches are close seconds. I'm just gonna get I'm unique tattooed on my neck. I'm also gonna get I'm unique tattooed on my neck. I'm an apprentice right now, but practically all of the artists in my shop have agreed on a few things. Infinity symbols, especially with words, anchors, birds, feathers that turn into birds. However, that being said, my mentor followed that up with, but that's your job security. You'll always have girls coming in for the most basic tattoos, and no matter how tired you get of them, they'll pay your bills. Clocks. Especially those asshats that go back and forth between the laser shop and the tattoo shop to get the time updated. I worked as a shop manager for a little bit. My boss slash the head artist was getting super burnt out on big cats, specifically lions, wearing crowns. In about a month, he'd done 5 realistic lions and a panther wearing crowns on dudes who wanted to feel like kings. I had to start politely turning them down when people called to inquire about them. Sorry, Ian's not really interested in doing more big cats this month. I'm sorry, we are fresh out of cats with crowns. Might I interest you in a pocket watch or an infinity loop? I know several men in their 40s and older who have their last names tattooed across their back. My uncle is one of them. Apparently he didn't get the memo that it's supposed to be across the shoulders. His is a tramp stamp. My first tattoo artist said he refused to do anything gang related, racist, or the Tasmanian devil. Bloody snake coming out of the eye of a skull, and why does the guy who wants this tattoo always have a perfectly groomed goatee? Igor Karkaroff wannabes. My first tattoo was I love you forever and always in my mom's handwriting on my foot. While my tattoo artist was doing it, another artist came in the room to ask what I was getting. When he found out it was script on my foot, he asked, "Let me guess, live, laugh, love?" He awkwardly left after we explained it wasn't that, and in fact my mom's handwriting. So, I'd say he's sick of that. UK tattoo artist. Okay, pocket watches with roses surrounding them have started to die out bit 1 or 2 years ago. My god, they were rife. The worst part is, when the customer says they want one, they follow with, "I've got an idea to make it special and unique to me." And I'd say, "You want the time your baby was born, don't you?" Oh my god, how did you know? This year it has definitely moved on to lions, tigers etc wearing crowns. It's always the guys that have to check with their lass if the design is okay before they start to. Like mentioned before, however, I'll take a pocket watch with the lion's face in the center, birds flying off it merging into an infinity symbol with each bird having its own individual birthstone of the family's lost cats over the years, then a smelly person. I don't know, but 20 years from now there's gonna be a lot of old people with Mandela tattoos and tree silhouettes. My wife is a tattoo artist. She's not tired of doing anything, as long as the price is right and you're cool. You could be getting the sweetest tattoo ever, but if you can't sit still, bring 3 friends and 2 toddlers, and share way too much information about your personal life, that's a hard no. Went to a tattoo artist in Colorado once. He asked what I was thinking of doing. I said I want an outline of, and he just sighed and said, "Listen dude, I'm sorry but if I have to tattoo Pikes Peak one more time I'm gonna lose it." For the record, I was asking for a rat, and he apologized profusely, but I thought it was hilarious. I know 3 different Coloradans with Pikes Peak tattoos. No judgment, just curious, but why a rat? First thing he could come up with, after deciding to not ask for Pikes Peak. I hate when couples get each other's names tattooed on each other's arm and crap, because then like 2 weeks later the dude will come back for a cover up because they broke up. It drives me up the wall. So from what I can tell, I need a lion wearing a crown, holding a pocket watch with roses for his mane. Gotcha. Tattooist from Scotland here. Infinity symbols are a main suspect, but one I straight up refuse to do now is that skull jaw on the top of the hand. You know, the one where you put your hand over your face and it's supposed to look like you have a skeleton jaw. The people that usually ask for it have no other tattoos. Samoan tattoo artist assistant here. It's not so much a piece, but when we working on a full traditional Samoan tattoo which include thighs, waist and buttocks, when working on the glutes, sometimes the other person would fart, since they've been clenching butt cheeks. To counter the pain that comes when tapping chisels into their butt, or as we like to say tap that ass, we quietly stared daggers at them, since it's not a pleasant experience to get a mouthful of ass gas. I've only been tattooing for a year, but my shop collectively is really frustrated with the macro tattoos people bring in from Pinterest and want done. Half of the time they're photoshopped, and even if they weren't, once they settle into your skin they will eventually blur into a nasty blob. Other people's tattoos. Bringing a reference is great. Bringing a photo of someone else's tattoo already on them, and saying you will not accept anything less than an exact copy is the worst. Besides that, I don't ever get tired of doing tiny or basic tattoos. Remarkably, those clients tend to be a lot less pretentious than some of the hipster traditional people that come in. Butterflies. I bloody hate butterflies. They are part of the reason I quit tattooing. But the main reason were pain in the ass customers who thought they were experts because they watched a couple of episodes of Miami Inc. What? You can't do an entire back piece in one session? Tattooer from New York City here. I've probably done a ton of watercolor tattoos that I always reluctantly agree to after explaining it'll look like crap in time. Also super tired of doing logos. Why are people so obsessed with logos? I've always thought that was weird. Kinda unrelated, but I hate having to sift through an entire thesis in an email just to figure out what they want. Please keep the sentimental meaning and story short. I just wanted to tattoo you, man. Basically for me, it's when people want a tiny tattoo with like 12 different subjects in it. That isn't how it works. Stop it. I know you want an Anchor Infinity Dreamcatcher pocket watch rose with grace, written with a swoopist of script and birds flying off of it, but it's not going to fit on your damn finger. And also, I love my job. On its worst day it's still the best I ever had. Some people just don't know when walking into a shop, and that's fine. We can help them navigate this new experience, but it's the ones who think they know that suck the soul out of you. I'm honestly tired of dates for birthdays and memorial tattoos. They meant a lot to you. Get something that is beautiful enough to represent them in a better light than just numbers. Birth flowers/stones are good options and give a lot of variety to a meaningful tattoo. It's just lacking taste in my opinion, and from a professional point of view I've seen more happiness come from a beautiful image than numbers. I studied in Cape Town, South Africa. There are hundreds of international students, particularly American and German. Every single one I saw or met in my time there has the outline of the African continent tattooed somewhere. On the ankle, calf, shoulder, neck, always visible so people can see. I swear to you, it's not branding done at customs. These people went to a tattoo artist's, he heard the accent, and probably went, "Ah crap, here we go again." I've been tattooing for 15 years now, so I could go on and on, but I'll stick with one. All these upside down wrist tattoos girls get, because it has to face me, cause it's for me, drive me crazy. You will look at that thing for 2 months, and then you won't even notice it anymore. When I reach my arm out to grab something, I don't even notice my tattoos, they just kind of blend in and become normal. Meanwhile, your tattoo is upside down and looks weird to every other person in the whole world. Would you get an eagle flying upside down on your forearm because, but, I wanna see it? It's just dumb and trendy. I know this might offend some readers because you have one upside down like that, but you do you, boo boo. I'm just stating my personal opinion. I have some Pokemon tattoos on my legs, and the artist at a shop I went to recently saw them and said yeah, they look really good, but I'm so sick of tattooing that yellow guy. That and Mario. Thank you for watching AskReddit. Please like, share and subscribe.